Hello, first graders. It's Mrs. Croissant here with another one of our author study books. We are reading Leo Leone books, and today I'm going to read Swimmy. And as you can see, Swimmy won a Caldecott Honor Book. So he didn't win, but he was an honor book. It's a very prestigious award to win the Caldecott Honor Book. So today it's Swimmy by Leo Leone. And before we get started, there's a few vocabulary words I want to talk about so that when I'm reading the story, you're not like, what does that mean? The first word is swift. And that means moving with great speed. Swift. If you are swift, you are fast. The other word is fierce. Having an intense aggressiveness. So maybe we're talking about tigers in class, first graders. So maybe we'd say the tiger was fierce. Darting. Move suddenly or rapidly. So if you dart, you like move quick. Suddenly or rapidly. Gulp. Swallow quickly. Gulp. Or in large mouthfuls. And sometimes you make noise when you gulp. You're shoving your food down your face. You're gulping your food down. And the next word is marvel. To be filled with wonder. So a marvel is something that's filling you with wonder. There's another thing that the author uses in this book. You're going to see it on just about every single page. And it's called an ellipsis. Ellipsis. And it's these three dots. Dot, dot, dot. And usually an author uses an ellipsis when we're leaving out words that are extra. Just like extra words. You don't need them because you can figure out what he's saying by just the story. So you don't need the words. And I want you to notice in this book the way Leo Leone uses those ellipses. He uses them a lot. So here we go. Let's get started with Swimmy. I love this story. And you can see he's using his watercolors again, like he has in a lot of his stories. Oops. Sorry about that, kiddos. I don't know why I can't decline it. Yikes. Sorry. I'm on my home computer, so. A happy school of little fish lived in a corner of the sea somewhere. They were all red. Only one of them was as black as a mussel shell. He swam faster than his brothers and sisters. His name was Swimmy. One bad day, a tuna fish, swift, fierce, and very hungry, came darting through the waves. In one gulp, he swallowed all the little red fish. Only Swimmy escaped. He swam away in the deep, wet world. He was scared, lonely, and very sad. You can tell the author by the colors he chose is showing us that sad, lonely feeling. But the sea was full of wonderful creatures. And as he swam from marvel to marvel, remember those things that fill us with wonder, Swimmy was happy again. He saw a Medusa made of rainbow jelly. And notice, dot, dot, dot. So look at this beautiful creature. A lobster who walked about like a water-moving machine. Strange fish pulled by an invisible thread. A forest of seaweeds growing from sugar candy rocks. An eel whose tail was almost too far away to remember. And sea anemones who looked like pink palm trees swaying in the wind. Then, hidden in the dark shade of rocks and weeds, he saw a school of little fish just like his own. "Let's go and swim and play and see things," he said happily. "We can't," said the little red fish. "The big fish will eat us." "The big fish will eat us all." "But you can't just lie there," said Swimmy. "We must think of something." All right, this is when you need to get creative. You need to do some thinking. How are you going to fix this problem? Swimmy thought and thought and thought. Then suddenly he said, "I have it. We are going to swim all together like the biggest fish in the sea." He taught them to swim close together, each in his own place. Does that look like a big fish now? And when they had learned to swim like one giant fish, he said, "I'll be the eye." And so they swam in the cool morning water and in the midday sun and chased the big fish away. And that's the end of Swimmy. I love this story. I love how it shows that when we work together, we can do anything. They were so creative in coming up with a way for all of them to work together to make something happen. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this story. One thing I really wanted you to think about is how you can really imagine what the author is saying. So when we say Swimmy saw a Medusa made from rainbow jelly, when you close your eyes and you think about a rainbow jelly, that brings some really interesting things into mind. So I love the way he uses his language to really help us think about what that's going to look like. A lobster who walked about like a water-moving machine, and I think like a robot. Oh. So I love his language in this story. He does a great job of having us use our imagination to really think about what that's going to look like. All right, boys and girls, thank you for joining me for another Leo Leone story. I think we only have 2 more, so don't miss them. Bye.